Hey everybody, and welcome to our brand new great show. My friend, how you been?
Charles, I've been really good. How have you been doing?
Man, I missed you guys, man. As you know, we've been running around doing a lot of things for Eglinton, new things, great new
Yeah.
things, and I'm so excited to have you on this show to tell everybody what's been happening.
Yes, we're so excited. There's been a lot of new activity happening within the BIA, so we're here to share some of the exciting news, new programs that we have for our BIA members.
All right, so let's talk about the main thing because I did a live show the other day for the farmers market. Please tell everybody what's been going on with that. That is fantastic music, entertainment, people coming out. That's a great new thing that's happening on Eglinton.
Yes, so we've been really happy that we partnered up with the Afro-Caribbean Farmers Market, and we officially launched on July the 4th, 2021. And for every Sunday until October the 3rd, we're running this fantastic market from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it takes place in the Green Pea parking lot at 1531 Eglinton Avenue West. So for the last 5 weeks, for the whole month of July, we've been running this market, and over 6,000 people from across the city have already come and visited. And it's been remarkable. The vibe, the music, the culture is really happening on Eglinton West. So we invite the whole city to come down and join us for the market on one of these Sundays.
Yeah, and as we saw in the picture up there, you had like a lot of dignitaries come by, a lot of artists come by. You've had different artists just stop by. People just want to know what's going on. I've had phone calls. I'm like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? They're like, oh, we got to get down to the farmers market. I'm like, the news has spread that there's a lot of great things happening on Eglinton. So just gonna put that back up one more time. There's the information. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you want to get some more information, you can go to the BIA information hotline and website and just find out more about it. Don't miss out. This is something you don't want to miss.
Yeah, and Charles, every single week at the market, we also change up the market purveyors or the different vendors and stalls that happen. So there's just something new that you'll experience every single week at the market. So come on down. And we also wanted to thank two of our community partners for making this happen. So Councillor Josh Matlow and MPP Jill Andrews have been key community partners in making this happen. And we also wanted to thank Lori, who is our BIA manager and the head of the Afro-Caribbean market, for really finding a new home for the market within our BIA.
All right. But you have a lot more stuff going on. What else has been happening? What's new? What's happening?
Yeah, so Charles, if you go back to that the creative assets for the market that we just showed, as you can see, it's really beautiful. The graphics and the marketing behind that, and as you can see, it's gone viral on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter. I mean, even Mayor John Tory tweeted out the image, and all of these creative assets that the BIA is using to promote our programs, activities, and events is because of a new innovative partnership that we have with a company called Dastronaut. And
Okay.
we're so excited to be launching this new service for our BIA members. So I'm really excited to dive more into the details about the program with you today.
All right. So let's not keep our viewers waiting. Introduce our special guests.
Yes. So from the Dastronaut team, we have Jeff, Haley, and Samir. So let's welcome them onto the show.
Hey guys.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today on our Word on the Street video podcast. And so for the last couple of weeks, we've been working with your team and the BIA board to bring this new service to our BIA members. So this is the first of its kind of any BIA in the city of Toronto, and we hope it becomes a successful model moving forward. But let's dive into it. Could you tell us, what is Dastronaut, and what is this program that you're providing to our BIA members here at York-Eglinton?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, thanks so much for having us on board today. It's really a pleasure to chat with you and all the businesses within the York-Egg BIA. We're so excited about bringing this partnership to you guys, and as you said, eventually to BIAs and to businesses across the city. It's something that we've been working on for a couple of years, and a way to create an essential service that we believe will help revolutionize the way that Main Street businesses operate within the city of Toronto. And so who are we? So Dastronaut, we're a Toronto-based creative agency that provides stellar marketing, content creation, and design services for a wide range of clients and businesses. The York-Eglinton BIA has partnered with us, as you mentioned, Lou Rose, to provide our team of designers, content creators, and project managers as well to provide all of the services that we're able to provide to everyone within the York-Egg BIA. And so, we're here to provide each business within the York-Egg. So every Main Street business within it, not just the BIA proper, but every business within the York-Egg BIA with our full spectrum of support to help them create all of the marketing materials and all of the other assets that will provide to them what we believe is a core and essential service that will help take their businesses to new heights.
So Jeff, that's, we're excited to be launching this and offering this new service to our members. And I guess the question that everybody will always ask is there a cost to this service?
Yeah, of course. And the simple answer to that is no. This is a completely free and available service for all member businesses within the BIA. So I'll take a moment for that to settle in. You as a business owner or as an operator, there's no cost to you. This is all covered through the BIA and through the support of the York-Eglinton BIA directly. It was important for us to find a way to bring this service offering in a manner that would make it accessible to all businesses. And really, there's no easier or no better way to do that than to provide it at no cost.
Okay, and so that's fantastic. And I think obviously becoming a member, as a member of the BIA, you're able to access these services. So what type of services are we actually talking about, Jeff? Like, what are some samples that a small business can be able to tap into this?
Right, and the answer to that is it's vast. We understand that every business is different, whether whether you're retail, your professional services, your food, whatever it is. Every business has different needs that are specific to their business. However, there are things that we can provide to every business within every different type of business model in which they're in, and so that's everything from marketing content to which would be things like your social media assets. So the assets that you use to post on your social media channels, should you have social media channels? But it would also be things like print materials. So everything as basic as, signage for in-store or business cards or, website graphics or website banners that you may need if your business is doing some kind of web buy. Again, it's everything from the more complex e-commerce type materials to the most core and essential print materials. So, again, anything that you utilize that is a marketing material to help promote or communicate your business to your customers, both new and old, we're there to be on the front lines and to create those pieces for you. So there's a full list of services that will be disseminated to everyone within the BIA to sort of see an example of the types of things that we can create. But honestly, I could talk for an hour here on each individual thing. But just think about it this way: anything that you need to help create and promote your business outside of conversation that you would have is something that we can actually create and help provide.
Okay, so let's say I'm a small business within the York-Egg BIA. How do I tap into this great new service that we're talking about?
Yeah, well, absolutely. And aside from making it accessible in terms of cost, no cost, we also knew that it was going to be important for us to make this really accessible with a very simple to follow process. And so we've created a system that really makes it easy for business owners who are very busy, obviously, with the day-to-day operation of their own business to utilize our service. And so it's a very simple three-step process. Once you get onboarded and you understand where the request is sent, which is really just a basic email address that is unique to the York-Egg BIA. So each business would have access to that email. They would send an email to us, which would then link to a very simple form to fill out. Where they can just put in what they need. Hey, I need a social media graphic announcing an upcoming sale. And they might have some content within that. Oh, I want to say it's 30% off, this weekend only, back to school sale, whatever that might be. And then they might have additional recommendations. Oh, I want to show an image of, a mother and a father and a child, shopping for back to school supplies, whatever that is. We have access to a repository of many different images, stock images, assets that we can help provide. Likewise, we can use photography or other things that are provided to us. we can also work with essentially zero direction. See, when you're working with us, you're working with real human beings too. So it's not just a form that gets filled out that you have to go through and meticulously answer every single question. Once your form is submitted, someone from our team, a project manager, will reach out and communicate and help fill in the gaps. But not only that, they'll help provide recommendations like, hey, perhaps you could use something like this, or maybe something like this could be helpful to your business. At the end of the day, our goal with our very simple and easy to use process is to, in essence, provide each and every business with the equivalent of having, their own new in-house marketing manager in addition to a graphic designer and team. So we want the process to be as easy as possible, and we have a full support team here to make that happen.
So I've been working with your team with Haley and Samir for the last month or so, especially getting ready to promote the new Afro-Caribbean market. And so I know what it takes to work with you folks in terms of getting sort of, creative assets developed for the BIA. Can we go through the process in terms of what do I need as a small business member to be able to get started? So let's say I email you guys. What more do you need to actually get started? And let's say if we want to create a social media post.
Right. So in order to do that, it's quite simple. Again, it's the form that you would get emailed out to you. You simply will put in the request. I need a social media asset. Depending on what that is, there's no sign up or onboarding process. It's as easy as you got the first task. You just let us know what that is. We're ready here to start as soon as you guys are. And so again, if it's someone who isn't as versed in the social media sphere and doesn't really know exactly what they want, other than, hey, we have social media accounts, I want to put something up there to promote an upcoming event, or to promote my product, or to promote our services, or to update our customers on what they're doing, you can start with something as simple as that. Or there are people who are very savvy and will say, hey, I want a graphic of a lion leaping off a tree. It doesn't matter. We can realize that and make that happen. And so simply what we need is just someone to reach out to us and say, hey, I could use some help with something. And then as detailed or as little detail as provided, we're here to sort of pick it up from there. Again, we're here to sort of say, whatever it is that you need and whatever your comfort level or whatever the availability you have in terms of your time or your ability to request these things, we're here to help carry some of that burden. Let us act as if we're a member of your team. Let us act and find a way to work within what works for you and your business. It's not about us saying we have a square hole and if you have a square peg, it'll fit together. Our team is here to adapt to the needs of every business within the York BIA and ensure that they get what they need to help promote and in turn succeed with their business, both in the year ahead, but beyond as well.
So Jeff, I know some of our members are not on social media and don't even have a website. Some of them, I know a lot. We're working really hard to onboard many of our businesses to adopt this. But are you still able to tap into these services even if you don't have any of those channels?
Oh, absolutely. Because you think again about some of the core materials that every business use, whether it's signage, logo design, branding. Now, obviously, a lot of businesses already have that, but it might be time to refresh that. Or again, it's as basic as we want to put a sign in the window saying that we're closed for Labor Day, right? Or here's our adjusted store hours. Now, again, traditionally, a business might be able to do that simply by, handwriting a sign or printing off something on their own. But we want to help businesses, take the, take the way that they project their business to that next level, so that, even if you are a small business or an individual business with just one proprietor running the business itself, we want to make sure that you're able to project an image that is equivalent to those, multinational businesses or those online, superpowers, so that, you're up to date and you're working in 2021. And so a lot of that is image and how that's projected, because then that reflects on the business. So again, it could be the very most basic, simple things that we can help with, or it's the more complex things like we've been talking about so far: social media, internet, websites. Not every business has that, and that's fine. You don't need to have that to tap into our service. We can help you with everything you need from the ground all the way up.
Incredible. And so I know a lot of our members have heard about the Digital Main Street program. And the exciting part is it's been renewed again this year, where we provide grants of up to $2,500 for our small businesses to really up their marketing campaigns online. And so I know over the past 3 years, I think over 50 of our BIA members have taken advantage of this program. So the new part this year is that the biggest barrier that we always hear about is, yes, I get this grant to be able to promote my business. But we've heard from a lot of you folks is that it's been really hard for you to sort of execute and even spend the money to be able to do a marketing plan with the money or the grant that you received. So Jeff or Haley or Samir, can we talk about more about, okay, so now they have this sort of grant to do this. How can they actually work with you to make this happen?
Of course. So if someone's launching a website or they have a pre-existing one and they're wanting to refresh content, likewise on social media, that's great news. We are the perfect solution to take them to the end and get things up and running. So if it's something like a website where they need a banner image or images for product photography or whatever it may be, or on social media, if they're wanting to promote a sale or just come up with content that they can push out frequently, all they have to do is send us an email, send us a note, let us know what they're looking for. If they don't necessarily know what they need, we can help to guide that and then, of course, create it. On the flip side, like Jeff said, if they have a full plan in mind, we can help to take their ideas and bring them to life. Send back the imagery, the banner images, whatever it may be. And if they need someone to help them upload it to the website or get it to social media, that's another thing that we can help out with too. So we do have partners that can help with the execution. We understand that sometimes can also be a gap outside of just the content creation alone. So we're here to help.
Okay, that's great, Haley. And what I love about this service is, number one, it's free for all our members. It's really easy to get involved with and to access. And I guess the other thing is that you guys are really fast in terms of the turnaround, in terms of getting the projects completed. So it's been a real pleasure working with you for the last couple of weeks. And I know all our members will get to know you moving forward as well, and really help and support our businesses grow within the York-Eglinton BIA. So I know we threw a lot of information out to our members today and people who are watching or listening. But I know we've developed sort of a menu or a suite of services that actually outlines the different steps. Can we talk more about what BIA members should expect in their mailbox or at their doorstep very soon?
Of course. So we have put together an onboarding booklet that will give all the businesses more background in regards to what we talked about today. It'll showcase some of those farmers market assets and is really there just to guide project inspiration. So again, no matter how new you are to wanting to market and promote your business or how savvy you are, there's something for everyone. So this is a sneak peek as to what businesses can keep an eye out for. This will be either landing on their doorstep or handed off shortly, as well as an email that's going out and some social media posts as well. So our goal with this is to keep it as seamless as possible. We want to make sure the businesses are well informed. They know exactly what they can jump into. And so this is the first piece of many to kick that off. Following this, we're happy to set up phone calls as needed, email communications. If social media is your go-to, we can communicate there, and our team is here to answer any questions that businesses may have. This is just the starting ground for what hopefully is a great relationship.
Thanks, Haley, and I'm really excited to get these booklets out to our BIA members so they could start seeing and imagining what's possible for their small business. So let's say we're getting started after everybody heard this podcast. How do we get in contact with you? How do we actually start working with Dastronaut?
So we have an email address that we've set up, as Jeff mentioned, that's dedicated solely to the York-Egg BIA. It's one simple little address there. It's just yorkeggbia@dastronaut.com. That's something that we can provide. We'll make sure that it's, of course, included in the booklet, on social media, and in the email, so everybody will have it on hand. So businesses can just send a note there, let us know that they're interested, and then, like I said, if a phone call is easier or another form of communication, we'll pick it up from there.
Fantastic. Well, Jeff, Samir, Haley, we're so excited on behalf of the York-Eglinton BIA to get started on this innovative and exciting new program and services for our members. And we look forward to growing with you in the months and years to come. So thank you so much. And I can't wait to see our new project move forward.
Thanks, Lou Rose. Thanks, guys. And we're looking
you.
forward to it. And for the many months and years ahead, we're now a part of your team. So we're excited to get started.
Thank you so much.
That is fantastic. Like that, everybody should be jumping on that head over heels. Like they do everything. What
Yes.
they do not do? That's the question. It's like everything you need is right there. That is fantastic.
Yeah, so Charles, it's a one-stop shop for all your marketing needs, and I think especially as we're coming out of the COVID and the lockdowns, and we want more people to come to Eglinton West to support our small businesses, we need to do everything we can to market, the great food, services, and shops here on York-Eglinton. So we're looking forward to launching this innovative new program.
You know what I think? I think the thing I love the best is this thing right here, the pamphlet that's going to be going out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It keeps everybody engaged. It shows everybody what's happening. It's a great idea.
Yeah, so it's just a menu of everything that's possible, and we give you samples of what the team could actually create for your small business. So please go look over the pamphlet. You should be receiving it at your doorsteps or in your mailbox real soon. And of course, you could always reach out to the BIA office, to myself or the team here at info@yorkbia.com.
There you go. And don't forget, he's in the office. You can give him a call at 416-789-1835. All right, my friend. Thank you for giving us information. Stay tuned. We'll be doing this more often. So if you're looking for more information, stay tuned. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Charles.